Welcome to another week of Ether Raids. We are taking on a Japanese play to get started with. This is now Light Dark Season. The pain of the last Ather anime season is now long behind us. We do have another one to look forward to. That one's going to be with the CYL unit, so that might be even more stressful depending on what skills and effects they get. But for now, we're just going to take it easy in Light Dark Season. It's going to be a pretty easy week here with Erika and Ike, and we also got Seteth in the mix here just for some extra fun. I was considering bringing Lumera, but I score higher with Asker, so I was like, alright, let's bring Asker instead, because I'm not too keen on my defense. I don't think things will go particularly well over on the defensive front. So yeah, we're gonna try to get my score up as much as possible here with Asker. Highest merge mythic for some reason. I actually don't pull colorless, or I try to avoid pulling colorless, but you don't pick who you get, man. Your mythics choose you, and Asker has chosen me. So we're gonna go into this one here. We're gonna try to bait out Celica with Erika since she has the advantage, even though I could also take her out. This Celica here will fail to kill Ike once he's properly supported, or just has extra stats, or even Breath of Life 4. She will fail. She needs to do like 70, 80, I'd probably want to say. For my Ike here, that's really the number she'd probably have to aim for in order to take out Ike. Otherwise, she'll do a big number like 40, somewhere around there, and then 12 or 8. Which isn't enough to kill Ike. So, yeah. The only thing that this team is missing, you're gonna get your specials off on this team. I could have put Veil here, but I wanted to give Seteth a try just to see how he fares, just to get the extra stats, you know. And then also, this Erika does fairly well into most Ikes as well. So there's that to consider. So basically, I just gotta set it up to bait the entire team here. I really would want Erika to do it just to showcase Erika a bit, and then I can take care of Fallen Leon or Valentine's Leon with Emblem Ike, and that'll be that. That aside, this week again, this Dark Season is gonna be pretty easy. Kvaser's bonus, for whatever reason, she's not. It's not that she's bad, it's just that the current meta that we're in is very hard to fit her, especially since she can't pierce the R. Ooh.
The unknown beckons.
Celica.
This way.
Celica isn't reaching Erika. Unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. We can just let Ike take care of everything, it's okay. Yeah, so especially since Kvaser isn't able to pierce the R unless you give her the fancy new resonance, which I don't really want to, because as a mythic investment, Kvaser just doesn't have enough for me to want to go that route. She was very good back in the Catcher Ball days, or rather she came at the wrong end. She came at the tail end of the Catcher Ball days, so we didn't really get the most out of her. We were using Legendary Veronica up until then, and my god, Veronica, simpler times, man. Veronica was so much fun. But yeah, Kvaser doesn't hit hard enough. Ultimately, that's her problem. And also, she can't pierce the R, and also all of her DR is pierceable, so these things just don't work in her favor. I guess you could probably do something with, like, let's say some type of hush spectrum, so that she will live the combat against Ike and get someone else to get in there. You can probably set it up like that if you wanted to, or if you really tried. But, you know, pass on that. And also, like, in combats against Ike, she won't get her special to trigger unless you run some type of Marth Ring on her, which I think is a waste. Because she does so well with ramping into her special, but because of unless you're going to give her Hardy Bearing, she won't trigger her special against Ike, and Hardy Bearing on her is kind of a waste as well, I feel. Unless you like go all in and you build her properly, then maybe you can get going with that, but then Erika is probably gonna outspeed her. Yeah, Erika is really, really fast, man. Like, plus the phantom speed. Yeah, I don't see Erika. I don't see Kvaser outspeeding Erika with the Resonance build. So, I don't know, man. Just a lot of things to consider. Yeah, there's that. I just try to put something together on defense, and I hope it doesn't get absolutely battered, but we'll see what happens. Dark's Astra Animo is fantastic. I'm sure you've seen the defense replay by now. Also, by the time you're watching this, it's gonna be CYL unless I post this early. I think I might post this one a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna post this one a little bit earlier. I might post this one on Thursday instead of Friday. One day early. Yeah, I'll do that. And then for the follow, I guess it'll still be behind, but eventually over the weekend there'll be some CYL content. But until then, it's gonna be Erika all the way because it's easy season for Erika. She's bonus, she gets all the stats. Seteth support makes her even better, so why not use her? Gato isn't really needed here because even with AoE, she was still Vantage, so I mean, like, unless you're running like Legendary Lilina, which I didn't consider until just now, but then again, my Legendary Lilina is not very well built, so oof. There's that.
Is it time?
For some reason, I've run out of things to talk about, which is quite peculiar. I had so many things on my mind, but I think those were primarily about how to fix my defense. I'm putting a lot more effort into this start defense than I think I should be putting into it because before the week ends, in the middle of the week pretty much, I'm probably going to change it because CYL and, we'll see whatever that brings. I unfortunately began foddering a lot of stuff. I really said I would wait, but to get the Dark defense up and running, it really needed a ton of stuff, like a ton of work. I was looking at like trying to get Loki in, but the map that you need to run a specific map type to get Kvaser to fit, and that map isn't conducive to really running Loki. So I don't know, man. It's just such a pain. I feel like Not is the second best defense missive for Dark season for some reason. I don't know, man. That's just a thought that I have in my head. But let's play one more. GG's. Alright, here we go. Another Japanese player here. We're using the same team, Erika team again, because again, it's Erika season. She's gonna clean up shop here. I was considering using Amelia, but I didn't want to waste. It felt like a waste of a blessing since Erika was already so good. And also Embla is in Dark season, so saves don't really function very well or get to function in the same capacity as everyone else, your Omni tanks. Embla would have been really good to be bonus this season because she would have provided that feud, and she probably would have been able to potentially outspeed Erika with the additional stats, and depending on how you build her, it might have worked out better. Maybe they did Kvaser because she might be fast enough to double. Also, if you run the tier 4 lull, then she's definitely going to double Erika because Erika depends so much on buffs. But unfortunately, you're even if you double her with the tier 4 lull, you won't be able to really do much damage because she has a ton of damage reduction, and then your DR is going to get pierced by Gust. So it doesn't really work out in your favor running Kvaser overall. I had to upgrade my Not, which meant that I pulled way more copies of Lucia than I needed to. So I upgraded my Not because I just felt like it's now or never. I'm gonna use her. I'm gonna keep using her on defense even in the future because Pathfinder is good and she gives that status support. So eventually, if I get like a copy of her from Binding Worlds when she's available, I think will probably be available in the next batch. She's not available now. I think she just missed the cutoff. But when she does become available, I'll get the Dragon Flowers then. and then she'll be even better. She does fairly well against Winter Edelgard if she has the right support. There's that, and also,
The unknown.
yeah, I just felt like I needed Canto Control on someone else on defense, because running Kvaser means that you can't run Medius. Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but you're just going to be short a nuke, and you're definitely going to need that extra nuke to take out Erika, or at least some type of support unit to help take out Erika. Medius does nothing for you. Even if you gave him High Dragon Wall, it's a lesser version of his actual B skill, which gives 60% damage reduction if there's another dragon unit nearby. So it's not even worth it to give Medius High Dragon Wall. You could probably run Laguz Friend 4 really well, but ultimately you really want, I think, if ever or whenever he gets his refined, that's really what you want to put in there. Something like, it's crazy how good Laguz Friend 4 is that literally everything else pales in comparison. Like every other B skill that I could possibly consider running just pales in comparison to how good Laguz Friend 4 is, and I don't like that. I want there to be options, and I want to like be able to pick that option and think to myself that, hey, you know, this is actually going to work. Whereas lately all I've been doing is like, hey, you know, I'm going to give this unit Special Spiral 4, but it's really just to pass the time until I'm able to get another copy of Laguz Friend 4 to give to this unit. And that doesn't feel right. It feels like such a big waste of a fodder of first Special Spiral 4, let's say in that specific situation. That's just something that I hope they remedy soon. There needs to be at least one other skill so that there's some type of competition for Laguz Friend 4, because the monopoly is just disgusting, I feel.
Upon your word.
But yeah, Not has been upgraded. Also did some more work on Goldberry. I don't know, I just keep going back to her. I feel like currently her best A skill, if you want to run her defense, is going to be Speed Defense Unity. Unfortunately, I hate these situations where you randomly need the unit that has the one skill that your other unit needs. I hate those situations, which is currently what I'm facing, because I'd really want to have Speed Defense Unity for Goldberry, but no dice. I'm running a Bond skill instead, which is nowhere close to good enough.
Which path to take?
Yeah. I expect to see a bunch of Millas, because I mean, Light Dark Season, Milla was recently in Hall of Form, so definitely everyone has Milla now, I feel like. So there's that. Although I don't foresee that banner winning again in the future. It's not a very good banner. Milla aside, you don't really want the other units on that banner. There was Milla, Duma, Est, and Mycen. Mycen is fairly decent if you're able to get a build up. Actually, he's pretty good. Especially if you were able to pre-charge your No Quarter and you run him into Ike, you can definitely take out Emblem Ike with that Mycen. So if you picked up a good copy or a good build for your Mycen, you should be cooking right now. But it's nothing that you couldn't have done, or you wouldn't have been able to do just regularly pulling and getting fodder. Oh, I forgot about the miracle effect from Maria there. I was really worried that I would end up missing that pot because Erika would have swept the entire team. But Fallen Maria there, miracle, that's what happened with Amelia here, but she's dead anyways. Which is the desired outcome, but I was, again, a little bit worried about not getting the pot there. So yeah, also want to shout out Petra. I think I didn't sing her praises enough. She is definitely going to be a mainstay in Astra Anima now because she has that beast effective weapon. I think that's far superior to whatever Nephany was doing. I don't know what I'm going to do with that new Nephany because she just does not hit hard enough. Even though she has resonance, she doesn't hit hard enough. Definitely needs no follow-up somewhere in her kit. And yeah, she just overall really feels weak in comparison to the banner that she's on and what's to come from CYL. I do suppose that the banner after CYL is going to be broken as well, so I don't know, maybe they wanted to try to create some balance, but that's, yeah, she could have been better overall. That's what my thoughts are on Nefany. But GG's. See you in the next one.